The Celebration Arts has been producing African American theater, music, and dance performances for more than 38 years. Today, they're joining us to discuss their current season showcasing Black women creatives and their revival of the Broadway sensation Top Dog Underdog. Let's welcome James Ellison III and Dr. Melinda Wilson Ramey. Hello, James and Dr. Melinda.
Good morning.
Yes,
Thank you.
we're honored to have you here. And James, I wanted to start off with you. Tell us about the founding of Celebration Arts and its purpose in the Sacramento community.
Well, Celebration Arts was founded by James Wheatley in 1986, and we want to highlight the African American experience through storytelling with dance, music, and theater. And we've been around, like you said, over 28 years or 38 years, and we're actually, we're excited to keep on bringing those stories to the community.
Yes, and we need to keep having them come through, so I'm glad you both are doing that. And James, currently you are midway through the 2024 season of Black Girl Magic. So tell us about the season and why Celebration Arts decided specifically on that theme.
Well, Celebration Arts was founded, of course, by James Wheatley, but there were some Black women who helped, push it to where it is today. And so I decided that this would be a great tribute to that, as well as some of the Black women voices that are in the arts, with writers and directors.
Yeah. And speaking of Black women directors, I mean, Dr. Melinda, you are the director of the play Top Dog Underdog.
Yes.
Tell us more about this play, the playwright, and how you're connected to it.
Well, Top Dog Underdog was the first play written by a Black woman to win the Pulitzer Prize for Drama, and that was in 2002. And it was just revived 20 years later. It had its 20-year anniversary and on Broadway, and it received Best Play, Best Revival of a Play as a Tony. So it continues to have this long history, but it's also very prominent as the first Pulitzer to be earned as a Black woman.
Yes.
And I was lucky enough, Top Dog was my very first Broadway production I've ever seen, and I saw the original with Mos Def and Jeffrey Wright. It was phenomenal. And so I have watched this play and grown to love it, and I'm just very, very excited to see it come to life with my amazing actors, DJ Lacey and Conrad Crump.
Okay, well, we're excited to check it out. And Dr. Melinda, you're also an associate dean at Sac State in the College of Arts and Letters. Can you tell us how your background informs your perspective on Black theater?
So I arrived at Sac State in Sacramento State 19 years ago. My career started in the Department of Theater and Dance, where I taught Black theater. I resurrected Sons and Ancestors Players, which was a theater company that was housed in the department. And my research is 20th century African American theater. So this evolution of my career, my relationship with Celebration Arts is very much part of my scholarship, part of my love, part of my art.
Yeah. So what do you both hope people take away from watching this? James, we'll start with you.
This is a story about brotherhood, and I do hope people do take away that there is excellence in the Sacramento area when it comes to artists, because these actors are very, very, very talented.
Yeah.
You can see some of the talent. It's not normally highlighted in our community, so at least take away that, oh, okay, these brothers can act.
Okay. Now you have me more intrigued to see it now. What about you, Dr. Melinda?
So, as James mentioned, it is the story of two brothers living in a room, a boarding house. They are brothers. Their names just happen to be Lincoln and Booth. So there's significance there in relationship to Juneteenth and everything. But we really focused on the element of family in this show, because the two brothers were abandoned by their parents basically when they were 16 and 11 years old. But their family is still very much a part of who they are today. And we really want to focus on that. You can read a lot of things into it, but that was where we really tried to focus.
Yeah, so you're giving us a little taste of what we can expect, but to our viewers, you need to come out and check it out. James, Dr. Melinda, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, and I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for more info, for tickets, and more information about Celebration Arts. Head to celebrationarts.net.